Hello and welcome back to Transports Fever 2, the UK modded series. Thank you very much for joining me in today's video as I take a screenshot because we have one freight train in the distance leaving Bracknell. We have a train arriving in Bracknell here in the station in front of us, and if you have a look at the old station, there is a train that has arrived in the old station as well, coming in from Attleborough. In today's video, I'm going to be looking and focusing on getting the first proper express and stopping service running. So as the title of this video suggests, the idea is to, and I've explained this before over the past few videos, but just in case you have not seen those, do go check those out by the way, because you will see some of the changes that I have done to accommodate what I'm about to do. What I am going to be doing is I'm going to be setting up a line properly from Bracknell all the way currently to Croydon. There is going to be an express line that will be going Bracknell, Airlie, Berwick upon Tweed. I've yet to decide about West Mersey, but Bracknell, Airlie, Berwick upon Tweed, Croydon. So 4 stops. Realistically, I suppose in the future I might just make it Bracknell, Berwick upon Tweed, Croydon, or wherever we end up at, but I think that for now this is probably a better express service, having 4 stops along the route, whereas the stopping service is going to be going Bracknell, Carnforth, Macclesfield, Airlie, West Mersey, Berwick upon Tweed, Downham Market, Croydon. So it's going to have double the stops on the stopping service, and as we go into the future that is also going to then include Batley, Stratford upon Avon, Taunton, whereas the stopping service will probably only go Bracknell, Airlie, Berwick upon Tweed, and then all the way to Taunton. So it will only have the few stations. Now the reason I'm doing this, these stations, and I'm still planning to have Airlie, is because Airlie is quite a major station. I may even make 2 express lines, one that stops at Airlie and one that stops at West Mersey, making sure that they still only stop at 4, but for now we're going to start with 1. And in this video the idea is going to be to use the timetable mod to get these stopping services properly aligned so that we are not colliding or have trains queuing up on each other. That is probably the better way to say it. So make sure you stay tuned. I will be showing you some of the changes that I have made and then go forth and try and do this. So let's get started. Let's see if I can start getting these trains running in a more timely fashion. Right, one of the first changes that I have made, and for this we are going to have to start looking at speeds, is I have started increasing the various different speeds in and around this area. So I'm going to just make very tiny changes still. For example, just to this little block here. So we have a 40 right here. Can I still leave that speed up? I can. And but then I cannot see that is annoying. Then I cannot see that 40 sign there. So this is going to be a little finicky. What's it supposed to be? What is that? Keypad 4. Okay. This is good. So I'm going to be adding our various signs as I go forth. So this is now going to be a 50 right there, and we're going to have a 40 sign right here. I am considering expanding these platforms, but I'm not going to do that just yet. We then continue at 50 all the way up towards the end of this bridge, where there is an increase to 60. I am I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, yes, ensure that, I'll tell you, no, that makes sense, yes. I'm actually going to ensure that we have a 50 on this entire bridge. There we go. We then increase to 60, after which after this curve is a little tight, which is why I'm running 60 all the way down here. Although I could do 60, 80, 60, it is not, I don't think it's going to be suitable. As you can see, 59 miles per hour, we are at the absolute limit. We are then going to go, well, let's put a 60 here. And then we increase speed all the way up to 80. So off camera, I've gone ahead and turned all of this into 80. I've even gone ahead and turned the stations into 80 mile per hour tracks. So these were not 80 previously. And we run 80 all the way along here. Up to, through the station, up to here where we slow down to 60 again, just temporarily. And I think I may already have the symbols for, these are 70. Why are these reading 70? I must have tried to do 70 at some point. I was looking at it and 70 did not seem suitable. So we'll go ahead and put the 60s back. And then over here, that is back to 80. And indeed, this inside one can also go to 80. And then right here, we also have an 80 and a 60. Excellent. This entire bridge is now 80 miles per hour. As you can see. Hopefully there are no rogue or residual, there is no residual signage along here. Which is why I'm going along like this. It is actually fairly easy to then make out the shape of residual signage. For example, that one there, no longer 70, that is now 80. There we go. I need to make, I think I'm going to start making my own mods here, because this just does not seem to be, there are not enough mods to do what I want them to do. This is going in this one here. There's probably going to be a sign here somewhere, right? Unless I got rid of it. I may have got rid of it. And bring that up to 80. Now this is obviously 30, and then we've got a 50. So if we have a look at these signs, the 50 is fine, and this should read 30 as expected. Now these are, again, these go up to 80 now. I may be making some changes here. I think some changes may be needed, but I will talk about those as and when the time comes out, and you can see why. But for now, everybody is stopping here. This station is still has platforms at 50, which is absolutely fine for now. There is going to be a major change in this area. This bit here is going to have a 10 written onto it, and we have a 20 just here, a 30 over here. This is an absolute mess, isn't it? Let me just sort this little bit out. So 40 going to 50, which is fine, and then back down to 40. I'm going to have to increase the speeds of this particular track, I believe. And then I suppose something comes in here. If they ever come across here, we need to pop in a sign for 80, which is actually going to be harder than it seems. Maybe if I just pop it in there, yes, where we have the old 70 sign, I'll just put the 80 sign. And then this is all 80 all the way along. There might be a sign back here that may need to be removed. No, everything seems okay. As you can see, I've been doing this for a little while because the autosave has kicked in. Oh, I should probably switch that off. As we go along this at high speed, just use the mouse to help us here. This is all looking all right. So we'll do that all the way. And then we have some 50s and 80s. So this is where things are going to be a little different. There you go. New signage for the 80. That is fine because this is 80 through here, 50 through there. Oh, I have not done this one. Oh, this is a tight corner. Probably because of the corner I've not done this. So I'm going to put 70 signage for 70 miles per hour through these. There we go. Maybe I should pull that 70 a little further back here. I'll do that. 70. Oh. Okay, well, we'll have the 70 from here then. There we go, 70 through here. 70 through all of that. I assume I attempted to do 80 through there. That did not work, so we're going to have to work on that. And then naturally back up to 80. I'm actually going to put the 80, yeah, I'm going to put the 80 sign there. And then this bit is relatively unchanged. That should still read 50. And here we go. This should now read 80, followed by 70. There we go. That is what that should read. Come back here. This now needs to change from 70 to 80. I believe I've kept the speed of this the same. Apparently I didn't do this bit. Is there a reason why I did not do this bit to 80? Could I not get it to reach 80? Is that what the problem was here? No? Just here. It needs to go back down to... So this should be fine for 80. And then, you know what? I'm just going to go straight down to 50. There is no point me messing around with this. So I'm going to do that, and I will bring these symbols forward. So 50 and 80. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay. This is fine. 50 through all of this. Should that not be a 50 mile per hour? Was I having trouble trying to turn this into 50? I think I was. That is why I did it. And decided I'm just going to leave it as it is until I figure out the bridge pillar collisions, which I never did. So that is now 60 and 50. The speed of this has remained the same. I will sort that out in time. And I suppose, I mean, okay. Let me see how fast I can actually make this. Will it manage 80 through... Manages 80 through most of the turn, but I doubt it's going to manage 80 through that. And there's the problem. So, really, maybe I should just turn it to 60 halfway down the bridge. There's no harm in that, right? So I can do that. and say 80. I know the signage is not going to look right, but it's the best I can do at the moment, it seems. And then 60. And there should be additional signage somewhere that needs to now be removed, right? Or is that signage gone? Signage may be gone. Okay. And then this is now all 80 all the way through. Apart from this corner for some reason. This is a 69 mile per hour corner. Why is that a 69 mile per hour corner? Why is that not 80? That looks good enough to be 80. Is that just, did I just not? Okay, well, I will pop a 70 mile per hour sign on it then. That is annoying. I'm sure I can figure it out at some point. I'm sure I can. And then this is all 80. Ah, yes, this little bit here. Problems. So let's go ahead and fix this. For some reason, I'm just going to pause here. For some reason, it just does not like this bit here. As you can see. And I do not know how to click the bulldoze anyway button. I mean, I can now upgrade it. Actually, if I now upgraded it, will it now allow me to connect these? It does. That's what we'll have to do. I have no idea why exactly this bridge is doing this. I want to fix this bridge, but I do not know why it does what it does. So there we go. So that is now 80 all the way through. This is 80 all the way through. And then when we get to here, we have a 50 mile per hour track through all of this. So I'm going to put a 50 speed symbol here, or speed sign. Oh, there already is one. Ah, I may have already done that. So I'll just have to put the 80 on this side. There we go. And that should be okay most of the way through this. Oh, for some reason that line is 60. Why is that line 60? 50, please. I know I'm sort of slowing everything down here, but there is a reason for it. And it's just because of the amount of traffic. If you can slow it down to a correct amount, and again, these bits are going to need replacing. As you can see, you can see where I created the new platforms with the wrong speeds. These were the original platforms, and yes. Then this is all 50 all the way through here, which I shall put a sign for just here. And then we go straight back up to 80. And this is just, again, traffic management in this area. Once I can ease up, once I can figure out exactly what the traffic is like, I can then start adjusting the speeds and raising the speeds. And then we have just 80, 80, 80, all the way down. Maybe I should put a 40 sign here. There we go, 80 all the way through here. I know we have a slight 77, but that's close enough to 80. And then we have this bit, which I think I've not... Okay. What did I not do here? Did I just not check? Maybe I've not checked the speeds on this one. So I will turn this to 50. Where should I make this 50? Possibly this entire section. This S-bend is just 50. Oh no, that was a little bit far. Okay, so that was me off camera. I adjusted these and obviously did not check the speeds. So there we go, that is now 50. So I'll go ahead and put a 50 sign here too. Wait, what? 50 sign here too. And then put 80s on this side. There we go, so we have an 80 there and 80 there. And that goes all the way through this and then back up to 80. Coming out here. Probably put the 50 on this side. Unfortunately, it is going to slow things down a bit, but there isn't much I can do. It is quite tight. And then again, we are 80, or apart from this area, we are pretty much 80 through all of this. Maybe I can make this 65? Can I make this 65? Is there a 65 mile per hour? Do I really want it to be 65 or do I want 60? I probably want 60. And because it is just one corner, I'm actually going to do this in this fashion. So I'm going to say yes, 60 just through here and then straight back up to 80. Which is, it does happen. It does happen on the railways. It's just not something I wanted to do. And then there's a 70 here. So you can see why I would prefer to avoid this sort of style, because this is, as you can see, this would be a lot more work. And then it is 80 all the way up to Croydon, where I think we are fine. I will deal with this little bit, but everybody's going to be braking by this point, so it is okay. So that is the entire route checked and checked for speed. So that is all now done. What we are now going to do is we are going to upset the people of Carnforth by, well, Carnforth and Macclesfield, and in fact plenty of places, by starting to remove. Actually, we are not going to be removing much, are we? What? Right, I need to check what trains actually come through here. So we have the stopping service. We have that stopping service coming through. So we are not going to be harming anybody by... Where does this go? Okay, I have the option of removing from the express service, and this is what we are going to start by doing. We are going to remove, so manage line, we're now going to remove Carnforth and Macclesfield from this service. What we are going to do is ensure that it goes through this signal, because that is going to be annoying. And on the return journey, again, Carnforth and Macclesfield are gone, and we are going to ensure that it goes through this signal so that we can take it through the middle of these platforms there. And then the same thing around Macclesfield. As expected, it has decided to take matters into its own hands, so we are going to have it go through there. And I suppose just to ensure that it does do this properly, go through there. There we go. Okay, so that is the first bit done. Now what that is going to allow me to do is it is going to allow me to see, so if I start playing this nice and quickly, it's going to allow me to see what the timetabling is, or what the timetabling could be for Where are we? For this one. So at the moment, I have it as unbunch. And I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure how this works. So it says set a time and vehicles will only depart the station in the given interval. So in this case, we are saying that they are going to be departing, it says unbunch time 13 minutes. Now, what I would like is to get an idea of how many trains I have on that line. So bring this up. I wonder which ones are making me a lot of money. The freight lines, of course. Oh, the stopping service makes a reasonable amount. This one, oh, where's it gone? Did it just make money or lose money just now? Probably lost money. There it is. Okay. So we currently have 1, 2, 3, 4 trains. I do not know why I counted them. It is obvious there are 4 trains. So what we need to do is we need to ensure that the 4 trains can be split across here properly. Now, oh, this does not stop at West Mersey at the moment anyway. Excellent. The first thing I need to do is check what is the distance. So if I get rid of timetable, I need to see what is the distance from Bracknell to Earley. What is the journey time? That is the first thing I need to do. So there's a train at Bracknell. So let's go ahead and jump on board. Where are you? Have you just left? Is that you? That's you. Let's go ahead and leave this at the bottom. And let's just jump on board like that. High speed, perfectly fine. Actually, we'll do it at, should we do it at 2 times speed? Let's just do it at 2 times speed, there we go. Because I'm going to have to measure this, so I might as well get on board. Ooh, those trees, they need to be cleared out. I'm not sure what keeps causing them to build or to spawn. Okay, so we are passing through at about 60 miles per hour. Now I'm hoping this is a clear run. If this gives me a clear run, this is going to be excellent. The reason being is that with said clear run, I will be able to, or I should be able to measure this fairly accurately. So all I need is a clear run from here to Earley. And currently, as it stands, it is 60 miles per hour. That is an express train heading in the opposite direction. Please be another clear run. We are getting up to 70. That is good. 71, 72. Okay, this is very good. And this is even better because this is exactly what I wanted to do. That overtaking there is exactly the kind of that demonstrates the kind of overtaking and the reasoning behind having the 4 platforms and having the signals the way they are and the way the stopping and express service is going to work. It's just an excellent demonstration of that. So we do slow down, of course, to get onto this bridge and then accelerate once again. So this should be straight to Earley. I'm hoping that there is no real traffic. And as I said, if this gives me a journey time of, say, 7 minutes, then I know what kind of setup I can have. And now we should start slowing down. There we go. At what speed do we enter the platform? Still a little fast for my liking. But we are at the platform. So this should give me my accurate journey time. Come on. Give me my journey time. Why are you not giving me my journey time? Why are you not giving me what I want? Show me. Why did you not give me my journey time? I'm confused. Okay, well, I'm going to let these guys keep running. What? I'm hoping that perhaps a second train coming in will assist on this. Where is the second train? If this second train is stuck in traffic, this is going to be highly disappointing. I have no idea where it is. Are you it? You are not it. You are the one that was behind. That was supposed to give me a journey time. In fact, all of these are giving me a journey time of nothing. Why are you also doing that? There's the journey time. Okay, 8 minutes 11. Excellent. So, this is important because with an 8 minutes 11 journey time, what I can say is that, so at the moment, do you still have, yes, you are still on a, you still seem to have your timetable running, so fine. What I'm going to do is, okay, these auto on bunches are changing, which is again fine by me. I'm actually going to get rid of that auto on bunch because yes, that is going to be a change. There are my 4 times to go. So it says min weight enabled, max weight enabled. So hold on. Train chooses the closest arrival time, but I want a separation. So there has to be a separation of at least, so that allows me to have 40 trains per hour. No, there has to be a separation of, let's say 12 minutes. The reason being is that if I do that, perhaps it will help. It will then say 12 minutes. Oh wait, I need to wait for this one. Okay. Then if I do this, this is where, let's override that and see what it can generate. 15-minute separation. Can you generate something? Oh, I see. So if I do this, I understand. This is slightly different. So if I say that this thing needs to arrive at 8 minutes past and depart at 10 past, and then I say 15-minute separation, generate, it puts the rest in for me. Excellent. That is what that is supposed to do. Okay. Now it is just going to be a matter of trying to get these bunched or unbunched correctly. Then I need to find out what the journey time is to Berwick, and then to Downham Market, which is going to disappear. So I'm not going to worry about that. Of course, the return journey then is going to be slightly different. So, should I just remove Downham Market now and say sorry, there will be no trains to Downham Market for a short period of time? What's closer, Croydon or Berwick? I'm going to put a rail replacement service in. So we have a rail replacement service from this station. This is going to go well. This is going to go really... In fact, this is going to go really badly. Rail replacement services are always going to be... Oh, should I make them purple? All rail replacement services will always be purple. Okay. PA RR rail replacement. Downham to Berwick. There we go. That's where the rail replacements stay at the bottom of the list. Buy vehicles. These are all this is all temporary. 15 of these in purple. Onto the rail replacement service you go, so that I can now manage this line and remove Downham Market and remove Downham Market. There we go. Okay, so this express service is now done. The station is empty. Everybody is going to be running to jump onto the rail replacement service. Really? You have all done that? Every single one of you did that? Right, all of you. Go away. So the reason for that, I found out, was the fact that if these were built before putting in the mod, left-hand mod, it would cause issues. At least that is what I think. It may not be the case, but that is what I thought it was. That being said, surely this one was placed after said mod. Oh no, it all seems correct now. There you go. And now we keep an eye on these and check out what is what. So let's break up the auto on bunch here. Oh, why do you keep doing that? Break up the auto on bunch there and break up the auto on bunch there. And see how this pans out now. I assume that the trains are... I mean, they could be properly split. But, as I said, getting this stopping service running correctly is going to be interesting, to say the least. Are there passengers building up for this? There are. There certainly are. Rail replacement service. Look at them go. I wonder if there are any in Berwick waiting for it. There are. There are in Berwick waiting for this. Now, in the meantime, whilst I'm waiting for all of that to happen, let me go ahead and purchase our new trains. So, I'm thinking of having trains similar to... Is it this one? No, this stopping service is a bit... Well, I could do these, but they only carry 40 passengers. So, maybe not those. Very similar to these. So I'm thinking of having one, yes, quite similar to this. So let's go ahead and start this off. Can I get a train out that way? I can. So I could make 2 here, send them off, and then make 2 or 4 on that side. Or I could do 3 this way, 1, 2, 3, and then do 3 or 4 going that way. The other thing is, how many of these do I want? That is the next question. So, which one am I looking at? Probably this one. No, that one is the one I've got. There we go. So I have 6 trains on this. 6 trains. I think I could probably manage 6. Let's try and do that. In fact, should we pop them out this way with an unbunch in practice? No, we cannot do unbunches there. See, this is the other issue that I'm going to have. Is going to be, where can I safely unbunch trains? Down a market, it is going to be difficult. I should probably get these 2 to go straight to that depot if possible, but I'm not sure how to get these things to move depot. So, yes, let's use this depot anyway. We'll start with this. So, so this is a 1870-042. Obviously, we are going to increase that. And we're not going to go for these tender engines. We could go for these that can do 60. I think tank engines are not going to be suitable for what I want to do. So currently these are what's the 1870-042s, which are these. They are not tank engines. They're not tank engines, they're tender engines. 042 tender, there we go. We have these ones, which do 60 miles per hour with a tractive effort of about 15,000 pound-feet, 680 horsepower. We can definitely improve upon those with these new engines. They are slower than the tender engine. I mean, technically I could run a tank engine because they seem to be able to handle it. Is there anything else I can run? Steam. Let's see. No. Nothing that I wanted. These could probably reach. I suppose the only speeds I've got are about 60. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that then. So we'll take these. We'll paint them. That's a bit green. What kind of green do I want to paint them? That is a bit deep. Maybe that's green. I hope that green is okay. Then we have these are 4-wheel trains. We are now going to move up to 6-wheel trains. So we want... Oh, actually, do I want 6-wheel trains? And how do I get rid of the colour now? There. Do I want 6 wheels? They can do 52 miles per hour. 4-wheel late can do 60 miles per hour. These can do 75, but I do not think that is what I'm going to use. These will do. Slightly slightly better. Although I want to get the ones that say... See, now I'm confused. Do I want generic British carriage or generic UK coaches? Because I've got two mods and I think I wanted to get rid of one of them. These are not even telling me what they are. Great. But you know what, let's just go for these. It is fine. I'm sure I can manage, or I can go for these standard German six-wheelers now. I'm sure I can manage with these two mods. So this is third, first, third. Oh, and the length of it, 95 yards. So I'm going to have... I'm not a fan of these colours. These are better. These are even better. Here we go. So we'll have third, first. Oh, I just bought a random train. That was not what I meant to do. I meant to add third. That was 4A, yes. First. Third. That. Luggage? I suppose. Would that work as a train? Possibly. And we shall buy... Should we buy 6 of them? 8 of them. How many... How many stations are we going through again? Bracknell, Carnforth, Macclesfield, Earley, West Mersey, Berwick, Downham Market, Croydon. 8 stations, 8 trains, 1 train per station. Obviously, it would not be quite that, but I think that's a good idea. There we go. These trains are all going to be on our new route. So, now do we have... Why do we not have the times for these? I'm so confused. Why am I not getting times on these anymore? I need these journey times. These are really, really important. There's a journey time back to Earley. 10 minutes. That doesn't help me if I do not have these journey times. Okay. What I am going to do is I'm going to sort this out and have an arrival here. We're going to add 1. And if this is at 2 minutes past to 3 minutes past, I'm going to add this one to be, and I just need to check to make sure there is nothing that is going to get in this one's way. I'm going to do this one. This arrives at 4 minutes past and departs at 5 minutes past. And then I want 8 trains per hour. So generate that, please. That is really good. This is really, really good. Okay. Now I'm hoping that does not clash with anything else I have. Ah, here we go. Here we go. Berwick to Croydon, 9:25, and then 9:25, 9:25, and some other ones have disappeared. This is the problem. This is very much the problem. Can I take a screenshot here for the thumbnail? Possibly. Sounds good. Definitely sounds good. Right, so what I'm going to do is we've managed to get the express service running now. So that is running as it is supposed to run. I'm hoping it is not going to be stuck in traffic everywhere, especially since these do narrow up. And I also want to see, is it running? Is it being used? Is that an express? This is not. Is there an express in the platform? There is not. I mean, people do want to use it. There are 50 people who are aware that this is going directly to Ely and want to take it directly to Ely, which is really, really good. That is an extremely positive thing, I think. In fact, there are more than 50 now. But I need to get these times. Otherwise, this is not going to help me. I suppose if I get rid of all of them, maybe that is what I first need to do. Bring these in, delete. Why is that deletion all the way on the opposite, all the way off the screen, far side? Delete, delete, delete. Okay. Give me something, please. Anything? I have no idea. What I'm going to do, as I said, is I'm going to end this video here. I will then wait until this timetable is properly done, and then I'm going to send one train, just one train, out on a run. And I'm going to see what the journey times are for this train, provided it leaves at one of these times. So that is going to be the plan. But yes, for that, I need these things to be working as they should be. So that is where I'm going to end this video. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to click on the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Transports Fever 2, the UK modded series. In fact, I really think I should probably go to 1901. Watch trains become available to me. Oh, no, instead I have trams available. Now that could be something maybe to consider. But if you do like this video, as I said, click on the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave comments with your ideas. Things are going to be moving forward as you can see, things are certainly moving forward. And once I have this timetable set up running, we are going to be returned to freight for a little while, and then we are going to be doing the big connection where everything on the map from Bracknell all the way down to Sudbury will end up being connected. And of course, for that connection to take place, Shepshed and Batley both need to be connected. So that is what is going to happen. If you can do so, please do consider supporting me on Patreon. Link in the description box below, as are links to my social media and Discord. That is all from me. I'm going to wait until this sorts itself out, and I shall see you next time. And it sorts itself out, but that's fine. But I shall see you next time in Transports Fever 2, the UK modded series.